So in between that CDS PPT, whatever last time I have shown you and executed things, in that PPT, in every slide I have given one example, right, about executing the CDS view, about creating the CDS view and also observe the output of that particular view on the respective tables. So those tables anyhow available in our local S4HANA system. If you go to our remote system, you can open HANA Studio and your S4H system is already connected, right? In the last session, we have already connected the S4 system. Right. So here on this system, you can right click and then you can create a new ABAP package. You can create a new package first with your own ID, right? G RAP underscore 01 or 02. I gave you some unique identifier numbers, right? So with that numbers, you create your own package and then you start creating your own CDS views in that package. And what CDS you need to create, I have already presented last time, right? Right. So now, apart from the theoretical explanation, so the practicals will get start here from the slide number. So these are all the normal things. Only. The practical CDS view creations get started from the slide number 28, right, as you're watching on my screen. So this is going to be your first CDS view. And I told you, you can create two types of CDS view. Number one, DDIC based CDS view, and the other thing is CDS view entity. And from here on, every example is indicating about performing joins, performing associations, performing left outer joins and right outer joins, and using the alias names. So like that, in every slide, whatever the new example that is there, you need to create the same CDS view. Just here you can put some G here for your CDS view name. Only for the first example, you create CDS view, and from the second example onwards, you continue with the CDS view entity only. So create multiple CDS views in that package and test that CDS view and observe the output result that is coming generated. After that, table name and field names also you can observe, and whichever theoretical part is there, just that you can ignore, and remaining all practical slides, whatever I have given, you should be able to test them and observe the test results directly on the screen. And finally, you can go and you can start work on creation of CDS views with we used some join conditions also in this example. How to fetch the data based on two tables we picked up by using alias names also. And in the next example, we started using alias. In the next example, we started using where condition. And for this, we are using the tables called scar, svfly. So these tables already existed in our system. If we go here, so in S4H system is already connected. So in this one, those tables already there. If you wanted to open those tables also to check your objects, you click on this and let us give the table name scar, right? So that table will come here. So this is the standard table. You can open the objects from here. Anything if you wanted to open the object, you type the name, that object will come. This is the table. And if you see the table preview, open with the data preview of this table, whether is there any data or not. Yes, car IDs, car names, currency codes, URL. So table is there, table content is also there. Now based on that, you can create a CDS view and you can execute that CDS view. You can observe the output results. If you have any difficulty in identifying the tables, you can anyhow go for SAP GUI also. Go to SAP GUI, log into your SAP GUI.
We can do it from HANA Studio also, right? There is an
HANA
option.
Studio also, yeah. See, from HANA Studio, I shown you from HANA Studio only, no, earlier one. Just only table checking.
We can log into SAP Logon through HANA Studio. There is a button.
We can from there also. SAP GUI view also even you can see from here. Okay. So check out your tables if you have any doubt to see the content of that table. And then on top of those tables, because those tables are already loaded with some test data. So connected to your S4H system, right click, create new, and then go to creation of a new ABAP package. Create first one package by your own, like ZCDS underscore 000102. 00 is my ID. So 010203 like that. You create your own package. After the package get created, let us start creating multiple CDS views. This is all for testing purpose only, demonstration purpose only. And all of these CDS views will get resided in one single package. And once if we start RAP developments, that time we will create another package and we will develop our objects in that new package. Like that we will work on. And these CDS views you can create and you can test it directly from our HANA Studio. In our remote desktop, we have this HANA Studio, right? As far as system, we already connected. So in this system, those tables are there. Those tables are not there in BTP ABAP because these tables for learning, we have different tables there in ABAP BTP ABAP instance. We will work on those tables also when we are doing the BTP ABAP developments. So here for this learning of this CDS views, we will test them in our S4H system because those tables, the example screenshots are taken on some standard tables, right? Those standard tables are available in your S4H system along with some test data also, so that you can create CDS views. You can observe the syntax as you are following, and you can observe the test result that is generated from your CDS view also. Okay, so here in my local object, let me create my own package here. First, let me create my own package, ABAP package. So gcds underscore 00. Okay, so here testing CDS as a description. Super pack is not required, just leave it. Continue. And here software component, you give it like home. Continue. And let us create a new transport request. System will create a new transport request, like my RAP for this entire project. We can use my RAP learnings underscore storage. Just as a short description. Finish. Right. So there you choose the transport layer Z4H while creating the package. So one new package got created here. Right. Close this one. And where can I see that package? You can open the package from here, or in the system library, you can see the packages also. But it is easy if you can add your package under favorite packages, so that easily you can able to navigate. So right now, just before I created one package. So now that package I wanted to create here as my favorite package. So after the package creation, you come here, you right click on favorite packages, and there is option called here add package. You go there, and whatever the new package just before you created, like I created like this, ZCDS underscore 00. So I added that in my favorite packages. So it is very easy for me now. My package and all the objects I'm going to save now in this package, I can able to quickly see. Those things definitely I can find in a system library also, but it will list out everything, big list from SAP. So instead of that, easily you can navigate, right? So here you can go there and you can find that package also, but all standard objects also will come. So for a easy navigation, that package we will add here in our favorite packages. How to add after the package got created? You come to favorite packages, right click, and then go to the option add package. Your newly created package you can add here. So my package got created. Now in this package, I can start creating some CDS views. So as per my given PPT document, so let me go to my, so I told you, we should start from the slide number 28, right? So this is going to be my first CDS view. And this is also DDIC based CDS view I wanted to create. How do we do that? Right click on your package. Now you are starting. Now what are you creating? Are you creating an ABAP program or ABAP class or function module? What actually you're creating? You're creating a CDS view. Right click, new. It is not class, not interface, not package. So let us go to other ABAP repository object. So here you can see that service, core data service. Here you can type like core. Just if you type core, it will automatically come. Core data services. So in this one, we are creating so many things we can create. Among that, first we are creating actually view. View, if you wanted to create, you have to go to this option called data definition. View always created from data definition. So you have to choose this option called data definition, behavior definition, access control, like various objects we will create in CDS. First go to data definition, click on next. So you can give some data definition name. So for your CDS view, so this is my first CDS view. No? So let me say ZCDS1 underscore 00. This is my package. My first CDS view, CDS1 underscore 00. Here I will write my description. My first CDS view, and then let me go for next. And these are all the multiple transport requests it got created. Anyhow, you will get only one. So whatever your transport request, that will come automatically. Go for next. So here, these are all different types of templates we have for the creation of CDS view. Among these, in the earlier days, we use this template called define view. So if you choose define view, this is actually called DDIC based view, data dictionary based view. So in this model, one SQL view also will get generated, but right now we are not following that. That is absolute also, and it is not recommended actually to use this as well. Instead of that, we are going to this option that is called define view entity. So anyhow, first we will see this one only for one view, and after that onwards we will go with the define view entity only. All right, guys. So let us choose define view. as a template. Projection view and all other templates also we will use on the go slowly. Okay. But eventually we are not using this define view. We are working with only define view entity. I told you that option. Okay. This is our first view now. Let us go to define view. Click on finish. Yeah. What is wrong with my package? Package type should not be made. Package type should be development package. My package got created wrongly. Okay. Now let I click on your package, new, other ABAP repository object. So here you type core, then you have to go for data definition, go to next. My first CDS view, click on next, transport request, next. So we are choosing define view, click on finish. So your view got created. This is actually, I told you, old view type I said. So this is going to be your view name as select from whichever table you wanted to select, that table name you can write here. For example, I want to create this CDS view on top of the Mara table. Like that you can use. You can get the data from any table, PKKO, EKPO, Mara table, anything you want. And whatever the top level annotations are coming, these are all called view level annotations. So those will all come before the view definition. And here you can add the fields. And now you go to the PPT. What are the fields to be added? So your view name, this is the example you given. You create your own, your view name can be anything. For example, they are asking, let us choose some fields from the SCAD table about these fields. Okay. So I will also. So instead of Mara table, I will get the data from SCAD table. And what are the fields I wanted to get from that table? So char ID, comma. Suppose you don't know the table fields names, you forgot the table field names, no problem. You press Control space. The system will automatically show the fields of that table because it is already table name given. So that if you don't even know the field names, you just press Control space and it will show char ID, char name, currency code, URL. So these are the relevant field names from that table. Okay. Or if you wanted to insert all the fields from that table, directly you can go to this option, insert all elements. Then all the elements of the table will come here. Char ID, char name, currency code, and URL. These are the 4 fields available in that table, and all that fields are inserted. Suppose all the fields from the table, like Mara table is having 230 fields. We don't want all the fields. Then you have to type them manually here. In between these curly braces, we do type that. How do we type that? Char ID, comma, char name, comma, currency code, comma, URL. Or URL I don't want, only currency code. Only these 3 fields I wanted to fetch. If you wanted to fetch only 3 fields, that is fine. But for the last field, we should not use comma. That's why that warning is coming. So I removed that. Here I did not maintain any key field. I did not maintain any alias names. Just I created like this. But still even it is showing one error here. What is that error? Name of the SQL view. This is a mandatory annotation. This is a mandatory annotation. Compulsory. You must provide one SQL view name also respective to your CDS view. So this is going to be like an ABAP CDS view, but behind the scenes, For the architectural support, the system will generate one SQL view also in the older style, as we are creating the CDS view right now. So you must provide. So let me give that SQL view name like this: ZSQL1 underscore 0. This CDS1 underscore 00 I given. For that I give any name you can give. I given like ZSQL1 underscore 00. Now this is all fine, and there is no errors anymore, but it is showing some warning. That is, a key field is missing. Is it okay? You wanted to create without key field also? Yeah, I'm fine. I don't want to maintain some key field. This is okay. We can continue like this, or better, let us define your first field also as a key field. Now even that warning also gone. This is a good practice to always maintain the first field or first two fields according to the table and logic as a key fields. So with this, your first CDS view is created. Let us click on the save button. CDS view created, and let us click on the check for errors. No errors found. Then activate your CDS view. Your CDS view got activated. Whenever it got activated, do you know one SQL view also generated in the behind the scenes? Let me copy that SQL view. If you go to your SAP GUI, even from there also, from HANA Studio also, you can see that one. Normally, how do you see the views from SC11, right? You can go to SC11, you can use view, and that CDS view will not come here. That CDS1 underscore 00. No, but your SQL view, yeah, this is the data definition that you have created, but this is the SQL view actually that got generated now. ZSQL1 underscore 00. That SQL view you can see here. So based on this data definition, ZCDS1 underscore 00, this SQL view got generated, and in that one, mandatory is maintained as a key field, normal default key field. Char ID is also maintained as a key field, and you have taken char name and currency code also as fields of this view. You can see the content of this view directly from here. But why this SQL view created in the initial days? We use it to we need actually one SQL view also to be available. We don't use this view anywhere in our programs, application developments, in our processing logic. Every time we will use the name of the CDS view only. But this is actually required from architectural perspective as a supporting stick, to make your CDS views get work out. But eventually, SAP noticed that this is becoming, a useless object. Unnecessarily, we are generating one SQL view also, where which we are not using anywhere, but just we are creating that because of some internal execution functionality, because of some database artifacts purpose. So slowly they have changed some architectural layers, and they have identified that this view creation is no more important and not required, because this is becoming a trash, useless item anymore further. So then we are not creating this kind of SQL view definition when we are creating the CDS view entity. But remember, when you are creating a normal CDS view with a defined view, that time this is mandatory. You must provide SQL view name, and when you activate this ABAP CDS also will get activated. This SQL view also will get activated. This SQL view you can see even in your SAP GUI also, but of course you cannot modify there. Any new fields if you wanted to add, any changes you wanted to make, once again you should come here, and here only you can able to make some changes in your CDS definition. Okay. So CDS view created with one key field and with the two normal fields. So how do you see the content of this CDS view? Very simple. Right click here, right click anywhere on your CDS view, open with data preview. You can go open with data preview. So you can see the field names, car ID, car name, currency code. Because I have taken only 3 field names in my CDS view. So here if I wanted to provide some alias like a car ID as airline, just some car name as or car ID as ID, car name as airline, currency code as currency. I just given some names, easy names to remember for my CDS view. We can maintain for all the fields these alias names not required wherever, and sometimes when you are doing aggregations, calculations, that time you must provide the alias name for the final output field. In the normal direct table fields, this alias name is not required, mandatory to provide for every field. But for those fields wherever you wanted a more meaningful name, there you can provide that. Let me activate this. Then if I once again see the output, this time the output will come up with this new given fields. Open with data preview. If you go, so here the new field names you can see ID, airline, currency code. So airline, Air Canada, Swiss Airlines, Air France, Atlanta Airlines, Lufthansa Airlines, British Airways. So all Singapore Airlines, all the airline names came, currency code came, and airline ID came here. So with the new alias as field names you given. Right. This is how you can create your first CDS view, and you can test this. Now let me create another CDS view, but this time we will try to create with the CDS view entity. Same table, same fields, but we will create with the CDS view entity. This is CDS view, old style definition. In this definition, providing a SQL view name is mandatory, and system also generates one SQL view object that I have already shown you there. Now, right click on your core data services one more time, new. So in the package it is there now, directly it will come here. Once again go to new data definition. So in this data definition, let me give my next view like CDS2. CDS2 underscore 00. Okay. So my CDS view with the view entity. Just some description, let me maintain. Go for next. Next. So this time we don't choose this define view. Instead of define view, we will go with this option, define view entity. Define root view entity. We will see what is the difference between these two, and root view entity we will use in our RAP developments also. So define view entity, let me choose, go for finish. Now this time, if you observe here, in the old CDS, in the before CDS view, you see it is there here. It came like define view, but this time this came like define view entity, remaining also your CDS name as a select from your database table you can maintain, but you will see some difference in the annotations. These annotations are little different from these annotations. Okay, preserve key true, that annotation is no more existed. That annotation will not come here because preserve key is required only for when you are creating the SQL based views, and also above catalog dot SQL view name. Okay, this is also not there here in the new syntax style, and in fact none of these are mandatory annotations. Even you can remove one or two annotations here also, but anyhow leave these things. What is wrong? They are not making any harm to you. You just leave that. But two important things we should notice. Here we are not providing any SQL view name, but here you must provide one SQL view name. Go here. So from table SQL, and here same table I have taken again. Or let me take some Mara table.
Hey, you know, ZaranTech now offers SAP corporate training. That's right. Train your workforce in SAP with our comprehensive program. We offer customized courses, certified trainers, and hands-on labs for both individuals and businesses. Our standout features? Bespoke training, fully configured servers for practice, in-house materials, and a dedicated LMS. Plus, get session recordings and 24/7 support. From functional to technical modules, we have got it all. Choose ZaranTech for SAP training and watch your team excel. Learn, upskill, succeed with ZaranTech.
Control space. Let me take some other fields. Material number. Then here name material group MATKL, comma. Then units of measurement WINS. Then material group, material category, material type MTART, like that. Some fields. Okay, if you wanted, these field names may be little difficult. Material type, material group. Names. So like that, I can take up some fields. So what is this warning about? Such an television for field matter is not inherent from the base object. That's okay. That warning you can ignore. So here we did not maintain any alias names. Just save this as CDS view and check for the errors. No syntactical errors. Just only problem statements, warnings only. Activate this and got activated. Now I can right click on this, then open with data preview. I can see the material number, material group, material type, and units of measurement. So like that, some fields of data I can able to fetch here about some of the materials available in SAP table. This is a CDS view created on this particular table. So, but in this CDS view creation, we did not use any SQL view name, which is not required. Directly, only ABAP CDS view is getting created. But this option was not there in the last initial 5-6 years of time after we got the CDS view. So this is CDS view entity option just got enrolled because to avoid the older style, which is not making any sense, which is not making any meaning at this moment. Similarly, you create that two CDS views as described here, and after that, once you are navigating through these slides, you create one more. This select comments anyhow not required. This is just to describe you about using of some new syntax rules. So this one you can test it later. You focus only on the CDS view creation. So you create a new object, and after that you try to execute some join. So this time we are executing a join on the tables scar and spfly based on the char ID, airline ID, based on the matching airline ID. We are executing one more join operation there. So these are the tables mostly in this,
I have one question here. We are using the entity view, and one is the normal view. So, what is the difference in entity? Like we are creating data class and size category. That's why we are using the entity or something else.
It's nothing like that. It is also CDS view, earlier one also CDS view. Both are two CDS views only. I told you, the difference is like CDS view entity, just to stop using the old one and to introduce the new one. They have identified this one as a CDS view entity. But other than that, both are absolutely same. Both are basically for creating a CDS view. You are not deciding I should create a CDS view or a CDS view entity based on your backend tables. Your backend tables has no relevance to your CDS view. And for you, you remember one thing: there is no more CDS view. That is all. That is completely got discarded. That is not there. So you don't get confused with that. You have two options to create CDS views. No,
No,
you have all
yes, that is the latest one, right? The entity CDS view.
right. CDS view entity. CDS view entity.
CDS view. In suppose in first one the CDS view, there is we can call the view name SQL view name through our ABAP like a C11. We can
Right.
C11 and view name we can get from there. But if I want to get the same through the entity view, so can this we can access that or not?
No. Even there, it is not there in the old style. That SQL view, what do you do with that SQL view? So anyhow, you need one view for accessing that in your programs, right?
Yes, sir.
Why are we creating the view? To see that in S11 or to use that in the programs?
Yes, yes.
No, why are we creating view? To see that in S11 or to using that view in your programs?
Yeah, we using that view in my program.
Using the view in your programs, right?
Yes.
While using the view, do we use SQL view or CDS view? We will use the name of the CDS view only.
Okay, okay.
Even in CDS view or CDS view entity, suppose you are writing a select query in your program. So select star from which view you will use there? I wanted to get the data from this view in my report program. So how do you write the select statement? Select star from?
Means a DDIC CDS view.
We have to use only CDS view name, not the DDIC name.
Yeah, CDS view name. Yes,
Yeah, what is the view name here? Get CDS underscore one underscore. Here what is the view name? Get CDS. So when exactly. So when you are writing the select statement, is there any difference between these two views?
No difference because both are
no difference. Both are two CDS views, right?
Yes, but both are the same using the view.
Now select star from. When you are using CDS1 or CDS2, is there any difference?
No difference. Only the name.
Only the name. So that is also CDS view. This is also CDS view. And this CDS views only we will use in our programs. We are not supposed to use the SQL views there. And SQL view, but in the earlier days, why SQL view created? I told you now, because architectural wise, we need some supporting stick. For that, we had to, for example, you are climbing a wall. You are climbing not a wall, basically you are climbing a hill. Okay, in the initial days, you used to wear some shoe, but still even not sufficient. You have to hold one stick also with you. By taking the support of that stick only, you can climb that hill. You got me?
Yes, got. But can we use this uses type object model dot uses type in simple CDS view?
No.
Like here we are
No. This annotation is actually added for CDS view entity only. This is not the annotation available for. Similarly, some of the annotations earlier, which were purely for CDS views, which is purely for these old CDS views, which are not applicable for the latest CDS view entities. So there is right now for you people. But in case if there is any project already created by your seniors 2 years back or 3 years back, And if you are going to work in that project, that time you might notice they have created some as a DDIC based views also. So you should know what was that and how it works, etc. Other than that, if you are creating a new CDS view, you don't have two options. You have only one option. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is CDS view entity. You don't think like your generation also having two options. No, your generation does not have two options. Only CDS view entity is the one and only view you are going to create, you are going to work, you are going to learn, and you are going to use in your projects. The earlier option might be used by your project leads, your senior leads, and in case if you are looking into their programs for any issue or for any changes, that time you should have some idea. Even there also, so once it is created, once this name is given, we cannot change that. Once it is given, always your changes will continue here in the CDS view definition only. You won't bother much, but some of the annotations are different for old CDS views to new CDS views. So slowly, by doing more and more things in CDS views, you will understand what annotations are newly added here and what annotations are completely ignored, which are no more in use, that you will understand over a period of time. So, okay, next, what should we do? So, after we create this, next you execute one view with the join statement, with the inner view join statement. So, here in this exercise, these are the four tables you are working out for all these exercises. So, basically, some airlines are traveling from different cities. First, for example, in India, what are the airlines we have?
Air India,
Air India,
Indigo,
Indigo,
Vistara.
Vistara. Three. Only three.
Akasa.
Chili, red chili. I'm giving
Spice.
here. Spice jet. Okay, so Air India and Indigo, then Vistara, then Spice jet. So how many airlines we have in India? So this data is coming in this table called SCAR. So how many airlines are available in India? The list of airlines. Just airline ID, airline name. This is the table coming from SCAR. Now we have another table next to flight, SP flight. So, but these are the names only. Control X. So Air India we are calling like AI. Indigo Airlines we are calling IA. Vistara Airlines we are calling VA. SpiceJet Airlines we are calling SEA. Like that, some code. This is the CAR code, airline code. Okay, this is airline name. Like that, the main list of codes and a list. But Air India is having how many flights? Suppose Air India is having 5 flights. You just think like that. Air India is having flight number 1234. Air India is having flight number 1235. Air India is having flight number 1236. This flight is basically journeying between Delhi to Hyderabad. Okay, and 1235 flight is basically moving from Bangalore to Kolkata, between Kolkata to Bangalore, and 1236 flight is moving from Mumbai to Delhi. So like that, which airline? Air India is having 3 flights. Similarly, Indigo Airlines. Indigo Airlines flight number 1237, and that is from Mumbai to Delhi. What is that? Yeah, of course. 1236 is flight from Air India. 1237 is a different flight from Indigo Airlines, but that is also moving between Mumbai to Delhi, but that belongs to Indigo Airlines. Like that, this data is there in SP flight, from which, say, from city, right? From city to city, like that, columns. This data is there in SP flight. Then there is another table called S flight, the next model. So in this one, suppose Indian Airlines flight number 1234, and that flight is from where to where? Delhi to Hyderabad, right? So that is 1st July. Okay, on 1st July, in that flight there are 330 seats. Out of 330 seats, 265 seats are occupied. Remaining seats are blank. So how many maximum seats are there, and how many seats occupied? How many seats are blank? All that flight travel information. So definitely date is required. On 1st July, what is the status of that flight? And same flight again on 2nd July also it traveled. That is on 2nd July, out of 330 seats, 310 seats occupied. Remaining seats not occupied. Like that, that information is there in S flight table. There is another table called S book. So each flight that flight is booked by some customers. For example, next month 10th, this month on 10th date, he wanted to travel. So you have Indian Airlines flight, flight number 1234, for 10th July, you booked it. Okay, 10th July, this is the booking date. But when are you traveling? Not you booked it. But what is your travel date? You are traveling on 30th July, and you are the customer actually booked it, right? And what is your customer ID? What is the booking ID? And what is the customer ID? That information will come here. So which customer booked and everything. That is in, so as book. Then every customer is actually booking. Then what is that customer address, customer phone number? That information is there in S customer. Like that, the tables are carried. All these tables having this airline number and flight number is a common relation. S care, then SP fly, then S flight, then S book, then S custom for customer data. S custom, like that. So on these tables only, you are executing all these given samples and given examples. So whatever CDS views are given in each slide, every of this CDS view, you create like a new object for testing, and you check it out, observe if there are any syntactical errors coming out, and execute the result and confirm that that CDS view is working, and then go to the next example. And then you put some where condition, try to put some different where conditions also, and check the results also, multiple where conditions also. Like that, one after one, each of the CDS view, you can test it out, you can observe the results. If you have any questions, I will help you to get clarification in that.
Yes, sir.
Let's start that now. Let us work on that. I will have a look, and if anybody has any questions, I will help you. Start now. You can do that from our remote desktop HANA Studio. You create a new package as I have shown you before, and you create all these things in your own package. Every one of you create your own package and continue the object creation in your own package.
Sir, like what we should add in software component field?
Software component, you put it home, HOME home. Capital letters, you put it HOME home.
And in transport request field?
You choose create request. It will create a new request for you.
ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर एप्लीकेशन कंपोनेंट में तो कुछ
Transport layer, you choose ZS4H. Share your screen.
back then
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, go to back.
back
Become back button. Okay, there.
This one, right?
Home. Yeah, and next is no, wait. Transport layer. Click on browse and choose ZS4H. Okay, then go for next. You here, yeah, just to provide some description, like my CDS views underscore SAI, just to some description.
Okay.
Okay, then click on No, not required. Click on finish. Done. Package created. So now this screen, just scroll down once. No, be there. Just to scroll down. Transport layer, JD storage, come down. Software component home. Package type development. Yeah, all good. So it is saved. You can close this window. Yeah, just close that. Now this package you can add in your favorite packages.
Favorite package.
No. Add that. Not required to go to system library. You add that in the favorite package. Right click on the package.
No, add package.
Add package and you type your package. Okay. And yeah. Now you can see that your package added. Now you can right click on that and you can start creation of views. Go to other ABAP repository object. You type core. Yeah, it will come. You have to choose data definition. No, just come back.
Okay.
Continue. Data definition, continue. Get CDS underscore exercise 1 underscore 06, whatever your ID, you provide that. Next. So that is your transport request. No. Already, no. Already above that is selected. Yeah, just select that.
Okay.
Okay, that is your transport request. You can keep that every time. Click on finish. So first view you create with the defined view. Next time onwards, remaining exercises you continue with the defined view entity. Okay. So continue. So continue first exercise with the defined view, but again do the same exercise with the defined view entity also. Observe the results.
Okay.
Data definitions. Let's see. Yes.
Yes, SCARI.
Yes.
What sets ZaranTech apart in SAP corporate training? It's our unique blend of expertise and innovation. We offer customized courses tailored to each client's needs, ensuring relevant, targeted learning. Our vast trainer database brings you wisdom from the best in the field. Need resources? Access our extensive training material repository anytime. We are all about measurable results, providing detailed student metrics to track progress. And we don't just teach, we build community. Join our thriving social media network, connecting learners beyond boundaries. With ZaranTech, you are not just training, you are transforming your SAP expertise.
like I want to group by on a particular field, but it is asking to mention all the fields.
Share me the screen.
This one, like I want to group by with this field, but when I am doing performing that action, it is asking me to mention all the fields. So like I want to add group by to this.
See, group by, if you want to add for group by, when we are using the group by, in the group by class, we should mention all the accumulated, that is aggregated fields.
So we should mention all the fields.
Yeah, order by not required, but for when you're using the group by, you should.
Like, but I want to see the details based on only one attribute, right? Why I will mention all those attributes?
So group by is basically to summarize, right, by each group.
Okay.
Char ID, con ID. So what fields you have taken? Car name, currency code, airport from airport to country, from country to booking ID, class, customer ID, counter number. And one aggregation also you used count distinct SB. That means different customer IDs as total passengers. What is the error you are getting there?
What I want to test is like I want the count of the people who are traveling in one airline from location A to location B. That means airport from A to airport to B within the same airline.
No, then in that case, you should not choose the remaining fields. The group by works very differently. You cannot select every field which cannot participate for this grouping of data.
Yes.
Let me say like this. So if you wanted to group the data with a different criteria, but the fields that the tables also, the table columns that you have selected also should have that flexibility to group the data accordingly. Order by is something like only sorting. So, but just by choosing one field, the data will get ordered in that order by. But when you are doing about the group by, the table fields what you are actually selecting in the selected query also should have that flexibility to group it accordingly. Otherwise, that grouping cannot get formed. We have to make sure that the selected data should be eligible for grouping criteria. They should have that eligibility for getting formed into groups. For example, here you selected car ID, con ID and everything. And the count field also you have selected here. And this
Yes,
count field, you just think like how many airlines are selected?
Yeah, like there are multiple airlines. We have not specified any.
No, all of that list selected, right? All of that values came, right?
Yeah.
Then where is this last column, count column should come? In the first row or in the second row or in the third row?
Okay. It is. It is customer ID.
So this is an aggregated data.
Okay.
Now this is one value or multiple values?
So we have specified it as distinct.
Right, but that column, that field is returning how many values?
Okay, it is returning only one.
One. Now that value will come in which row?
Only one record. Okay, understood.
So now this data and that data are not actually matching. It is not forming like a table.
Okay.
So then group by will not work. That's what I am saying that while doing group by, your data should be eligible for forming into groups.
Okay.
This type of queries will not possible for getting formed into groups. So you select your distinct cities and you count the total number of flights for each city, and you group that by city wise. So that will work because all of that data, if you will get 5 cities and you will get 5 values. So that 5 cities, 5 values will get formed into groups and will get accumulated, will get aggregated. But this kind of data cannot be formed into grouping. Change it with the relevant fields, then only group by will work. Even it's not given in the exercise also, right? You thought of to frame it like that.
I took a test case like this.
Yeah, but not the right case. It should be formed like a table always.
Like I can do this with the airport from, right?
Yeah, you can.
Like, can you explain this code for me? Like how to write it with the group by?
You want to write with the group by. So in the data, from the same airport, you have number of flights, right? From airport. So let me select. So from Hyderabad or from Bangalore airport, how many flights are there? From Delhi airport, how many flights are there? I wanted to make the count of all the flights flying from Bangalore airport, all the flights flying from Delhi airport. Like that, I wanted to get the total count. That is the example for group by data. So I wanted to get the total count for each city. Each city in the sense for each city from.
Okay. I add two also, like airport from and airport to.
You can do that too. From airport, from that particular airport, how many flights are there? To that airport, how many flights are there? In that
I
case,
need to count.
group by you have to you can count it, but in the group by you have to write from airport and to airport, both columns.
Okay, only both two columns in group by.
In group by, correct, because those are the only two columns. Aggregated columns not required. Only that two columns only. You have to remove the remaining columns. But if you are inserting all the columns again, that cannot get formed like a table. You remove char ID, con ID, everything. You select only from airport to airport to and the respective counts. So again, booking ID and all these are selected. That cannot be get good. That cannot get into grouped. You do one thing. You have multiple airline IDs, right? So you have multiple airlines, right?
Yes.
Each airline, like what are the airline IDs? You have AA, AF, LI, right? You have all the airline IDs. Each airline ID is having some multiple flights, isn't it?
Yes.
Suppose I wanted to see the count. American Airlines is having how many flights? French Airlines is having how many flights? Singapore Airlines is having how many flights? I wanted to display the total number of flights for each airline. For that, how do you write the query? Airlines and their count. When I'm doing that, I should not include all the city from city to those remaining fields because your purpose is changing. When you are doing the group by, you have to think about the data only by thinking of groups. So look at this. Let me share my screen. Guys, one second. This is not about the CDS view matter, but this is about this. When we are talking about group by, you are able to see my screen?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
See, when you're able to talking about the group, always you should think that you are getting the aggregated data, summarized data. Suppose American Airlines is having 6 flights. Lufthansa Airlines is having 9 flights. And United Airlines is having 5 flights. So like this you can get it. So this is the actual field carried, and this is the some count of some field you did that. So this is actually called group data. When you wanted to do this kind of data in your select query, so select carried, and so you are selecting the carried field, and also you are doing some count also, count of flight number 180, count of 180, okay, from that table, group by. So how many columns you selected here in the selected query? This is aggregation. This is not a column. This is some aggregated value. So how this is 6 is coming? Because all American Airlines should be formed as a one group. Then it will do the count on that whole group, only on that particular group. So here the records should get grouped by carried. Grouped by carried if you type. Then by carried is the records will get grouped. Now in that group for carried AA, it will count. For carried Lufthansa Airlines, it will count. Okay, LH. For American Airlines, it will count. Like that, it will do. Suppose in American Airlines, this is 6 flights, total 6 flights. You just think like 2 flights are from Texas and 4 flights are flying from New York. So 2 are from Texas and 4 are from New York. I wanted to get the count by city from which city that flights are starting. I don't wanted to get the total count as a 6, but I wanted to get the count by city wise, from city wise. Then how do you write the query? Select carried. You wanted to select the carried, and you wanted to select the city from, and also you wanted to count the flights, okay, from table name. But here, group by, you should group carried, because all carried is grouped, and you should group city from also. Then only this count will further get split into like this. Control X. So here, then city will come here. From city. So from New York, 2 flights will come. Then here, one new row will get added because the data is grouped accordingly. In American Airlines, now there is another group from Texas, 4 flights are come. Earlier, American Airlines total 6 came, but now it is formed by, but now the data is getting grouped by carried. In the carried again subgroups by city wise. New York is one group, total count 2. Texas is another group, total count is 4. Like that, the data will come. For example, in this query, if you don't use carried field, then what will happen? The groups not formed by carried. The groups not formed by carried. Groups formed only from city. All the airline flights, which are all starting from New York, there are 18 flights going from New York. There are 22 flights going from Texas. Like that, the data will come. But you wanted the count of the flights by city-wise and also by city-wise and also by airline ID
Flight
also. If you wanted, yeah. If you wanted that, then you have to select both fields. But the group cannot be formed automatically. The group cannot formed automatically. Here, you must include all the columns, whichever that are there in the select query, in the group by column. Then only it will work. In between, if you wanted to include customer ID, this ID and that ID, first of all, that is not able to get it into groups. That is why the rule we will say that in the group by class, all the fields, whatever you have put in the select query, that should be involved into your group by. That kind of a fields only we have to write. So we always mention all the fields because the grouping has to be formed by the columns you selected in the select field, in the select query. Did you get it?
Yes, sir, I understood.
Right.
Actually, can we join two views?
We can. View on view also we can create, and the two views also you can join, provided there are common key fields available in both views. Always for join, the join condition should be there. Join condition should be eligible. If you have two views, yes, you can write a join on two views also.
Yeah, actually, if you look at this code, this type of referencing here, SP char ID and SE char ID, in the join or condition,
Correct.
if these both are interchanged, will this affect the code?
Interchanged means you wanted to write sc.char ID equal to sp.char ID.
Yeah.
Reverse otherwise order. You can do that.
Will this not affect the code? In both the cases, the output would be same.
So you are trying to take which table on the left hand side and which table on the right hand side. That makes the difference.
That makes the difference.
You're right. So here you put in SP fly table on the left hand side and SBook on the right hand side, right?
Yeah.
So that in the right outer join, even if there are no common entries found in SP fly, but still even all the records will get selected from SBook because SBook table is falling on the right hand side. Always the join condition should be defined from left to right.
So it depends. So it is dependent on which is on left and which is on right.
Right. And whichever table you put in, actually by changing this condition, I don't think so difference will come because already SP fly table taken already as a left hand side table because you put that in the query first, right?
Yeah.
So no, I don't think so. Mostly we don't. Let us give that, type it and check it once. I don't think so difference will come.
Yeah.
Because anyhow SP fly is a left table, SBook is your right table. You save it, activate it, and see the data results. Condition wise, you don't find any difference. What is the error coming? No, you already tested this now. You got the output also before.
That was not activated previously. I think the output is taking time to come. I will check it and update you on the result.
Okay.
We have done with this CDS and CDS view entity.
So guys, those who If there is anything left over in the CDS view part, you keep it, you keep continue work on that after completion of the session, right? And become familiar about a lot of other syntaxes in CDS views also. And we will continue with our RAP developments in our BTP sessions. So someone let us try to create a project for ABAP Cloud as could not. Share your screen and go to your ABAP BTP Cloud instance and create a project in your HANA Studio with reference to your ABAP instance on the cloud. Who is sharing the screen? Let us continue. Yeah, CDS, you can continue team after completion of the session. You continue with your CDS skills. Now let us create a new project for ABAP on cloud.
So the same problem is still continuing here.
No, no, don't to click on open browser. You click on the open URL. Copy log on URL to clipboard here. Click on that. Click on the copy button. Okay. Then after that, we got the Chrome window, right? Yeah. Open Chrome. Open Chrome. So here you paste that URL. Right click and paste it. Right click and paste it. Hey, what is this? Copy. Go to Chrome. Enter. Now enter your BTP login credentials. Oh, sorry, I'm talking on mute. So, no, you logged on. This message should go off from here. What were you were successfully authenticated, but an error occurred during fetching the service instances SAP system ID. No way. Cancel this dialog. Cancel this dialog. You go to your BTP once. No, you log in into BTP once. You first open the Chrome. Not here in the remote desktop only. Yeah, go to Chrome. There, you first normally log in into your BTP account.
Yes, sir. I've logged into my BTP.
Go to your trial account. You click on that second link. Go to your ABAP instance. Go to your sub account. Just zooming is window zooming is the problem. Just to reduce the zoom, click on that three dots on the top right on your browser window. Minimize the zoom. Don't go for much smaller. You cannot again read the screens. So go to services and instances on the left-hand side. So your ABAP instance is fine. Developer key is already generated. W02, it is there. Now, you create a project now. Cloud project. You cancel this. You cancel this. File, new ABAP Cloud project. Control A, Control C. Okay, if you click on copy JSON also.
Showing this kind of dialog.
It's not getting copied. Copy
Yes, sir.
across.
Not supported copy.
See, both are in SSL only. Control A, Control C, Control V. Then copy. Yeah. So go to browser, Chrome, paste it, enter.
No.
Not copied properly. So now, after you got this message, you can leave that window as it is. You can close. Now you go to HANA Studio. Not this HANA Studio. You are successfully authenticated, but an error occurred during fetching the service instances SAP system ID. It is not reading your system data. Let me try from my instance. Let me share my screen. So this is our BTP instance. So dev space service key is also generated. This is all we have done. Now, okay, this is the Chrome window. Keep it side for a while. Then here go to HANA Studio. In HANA Studio, apart from these objects, let us create our new project file, new ABAP Cloud project.
Our comprehensive student metrics ensure top-notch learning experiences. We track engagement through attendance, participation, and video interactions. Performance is measured via quiz scores and assignment submissions. We monitor learning behaviors, including time spent and revisit patterns. Our metrics cover social learning, course completion rates, and even post-course success. With technical data on platform usage and device information, we optimize every aspect of your learning journey.
We'll paste that JSON file here. You'll get this message. Successfully authenticated, but an error occurred during reaching the service instances SAP system ID. Now, this is not a usual error. Normally, when we are working with our local installations, this won't come. But this is something looking little different. I changed the local browser also. Let me click on that. The logon URL itself, it's not working out. Let me do one thing. This is my Eclipse. So window perspective, open perspective, other perspective, ABAP perspective, open. So everything set to ABAP. Let me close my old applications. And after that, in this system, let me create a new account. So we'll go to File, New, ABAP Cloud Project. So I'm not using the remote desktop, but I'm using the Eclipse, which is personally installed in my machine. So JSON data, I need to bring it. So I will copy here. In my browser, I will log in separately. So finish. You should get this kind of message. Service instance URL should come. So that means now I connected to my favorite packages, my favorite objects. So these are all the things coming from those which are already created in the cloud system. So TRL means it is a trial system, not S4HANA system. S4HANA, if it is S4HANA on-premise system, you will get the message S4H. But now I connected to my BTP instance in the cloud, and that is got created. Now here I can create new CDS, new ABAP packages, new ABAP programs, a lot of other ABAP repository objects you can able to create. So whatever you are going to create here from Eclipse right now, all of them are going to be stored here. Okay, you already log into BTP now. In your BTP, okay, click on close. And here one ABAP instance is there. In this, there is one ABAP instance is there. In that instance, all of our applications, all of our programs and any new developments if you are making, those are going to get created. But now I could able to connect it from my Eclipse, which I installed locally. But the same thing, the system could not able to retrieve when we are working from the SSL, especially with this HANA Studio. So what we can ask the team is to have the Eclipse also here. So instead of HANA Studio, we will use the latest Eclipse here, because when I connected from Eclipse, it is successfully logged in. You see here, we got the message right here. We got this message here. We have been successfully logged on. This one is coming there, but not fully able to get connected to. And after we got this message, if you go back to Eclipse, you can see that you already connected to ABAP server. You already connected to the ABAP server of BTP, which is there in Cloud. And now here we can start creation of some RESTful application programming objects. But the same process, when we are testing it from SSL, it is not working.